Hi, everyone, and welcome to the screencast for Sunday, January 21st. Schedule for the week. Just a few things to point out. Our grading window opens on Monday, so teachers, you can start entering your grades at that point. On Wednesday, we have a staff development meeting for everyone. There's a few things I want to talk about. One thing I want to touch on are literacy walkthroughs and share a little information on that. I also want to talk about summer school and give you time to input some of your information on students at that time. So everybody please come to our staff development meeting on Wednesday at 8. We also have our kindergarten registration in the gym. We've had a few people that have volunteered to help. If you're still interested in helping out, let us know in the office and we could use that. Finally, we have our pajama day on Friday, and just be aware of that. We also have a first grade breakfast. Valentine's parties. I've been asked about that and how that works with our wellness party or wellness policy and what we're going to do about that. So, been thinking about that, and here's what I'm thinking. We know that Valentine's Day parties are a tradition, and it's important to many of our students and families. We want that to continue. We also know that many students bring Valentine's cards, often with candy attached. So, how are we going to handle that when we are implementing a new district wellness policy? And just a couple things on that. We know that it is a district expectation to follow our wellness policy, and we know that schools are at different spots, but that is an expectation. And part of that policy is healthy foods during school hours. So how are we going to fit that and make that work? Here's my thought. We are going to follow the guidelines for healthy foods for those parties, and we know that if students are bringing candy with their Valentine's cards, just put in their Valentine boxes or bags or whatever those are, and they can go home. So we aren't going to encourage candy, but if students bring those, we'll send them home, and parents can decide what to do at that point. I also want to make sure that you see that we have a link here to Valentine's Party food ideas. And if you click on that, we have some menu of ideas here. So we got to double click here. And in this area here, I know this is a work in progress too, but we do have some different possibilities when it comes to holiday party ideas with food. So just want to make you aware of those. At least they're a starting point. So if you have questions on that, please let me know. But just know that we're going to do our best to follow guidelines for foods at school. But if kids bring Valentines with candy in them, we're just going to send those home with the kids, and that will work just fine. So moving on, spring testing schedule. I think I touched on this last week. I think we're pretty much set on this. The last thing that I'm working with fifth grade is when we're going to do science, MCA science. We're still working on that, so just be aware of that. We have a time on here right now, but that might change. Hey, this week is a special week because it is Para Appreciation Week, and we need to thank you. We are a better school because of your help. Please know that we recognize that our paras do a lot of different things and help in a lot of different ways and really make a difference. So we want to thank all of you, and I'm going to just say your names quickly. Kristen, Allie, Michelle, Susanna, Heidi, Rebecca, Susan, Lori, Sue, Kim, Martha, Cheryl, Linda, Don, Molly, Miriam, Stacy, John, and Kimnetta. We thank you so much for all you do. And we depend on you. We might not always recognize you as much as we should, but you really help our school be as successful as it can. So thank you. Kindergarten registration. Just letting you know that we have that on January 25th. I think we have a good plan on that. I'll be meeting just to finalize a few things with kindergarten this week, I think on Tuesdays. So one of the big differences, we'll be giving parents a tour of the building just to make them more comfortable with that. It's the opportunity for parents to turn in and fill out forms. One last thing, if you know of families that have incoming kinders and you happen to connect with them, just make sure they know about it because, as I said before, sometimes we have kids that we don't know are coming. Literacy Night, we met last Wednesday to talk about our Literacy Night on February 22nd. If you weren't able to join us, but are still interested in helping out, feel free to let us know that. I included the link here that I think Becky sent out talking about or just showing what we will be doing. So be aware of that, and my great little thing here isn't moving. But be aware of that and a few things that we're needing to figure out. But I'm kind of excited about some of the stations that we have. One thing to be aware of, we do have a book swap that will take place. And so if you have some books, quality books that you're looking to find new homes for, just be aware that there will be an opportunity for kids to bring in their books and switch those out. So if you have some extras, let us know. Or just be aware of that, and we'll let you know what to do with them when we get closer to the time. And moving on here, just a reminder, report card information is here again. That is going to open on the 22nd, closes on February 8th. Please be aware of that and do your best to start thinking about that, because when it closes, excuse me, not February 8th is when it closes, Monday, February 5th is when it closes, because when it does, we're going to start printing those report cards as soon as possible so that they can go out on the 8th. So everybody be aware of that. Do your best to be checking how that's going. If you have questions, let us know. Finally, I could not have a screencast without saying go Vikings. Excited for the game tonight. I hope they win, and we're wishing them all the best. And finally, that's all I have. Have a great rest of the weekend, everyone, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Take care, everyone.